It's Bourbon Night. It's a flight fight. It's a 64 bourbons under $30 continuation. Second bracket. Hi, I'm Chad.
I'm Sarah. When will he run out of breath?
I had to get all the things out. So, continuing on, as we said, 64 bourbons under $30. This bracket is unique, I guess.
Very interesting. Yeah, it puts things up against each other that you wouldn't normally group together, but that's part of the fun is to see if you're biased. Roll the dice, yeah.
Roll the dice, yeah. Okay, well, Sarah, what do we got?
We've got Big Ass Bourbon at 90 proof. Evan Williams Single Barrel at 86.6 proof. Ancient Age 90, which is 90 proof. And Medley Brothers at 102 proof.
Okay, so one thing to mention, the Evan Williams is a single barrel, as you said, and it is a 2016
bottle.
Version.
Ooh, it's been hanging out for a while.
It has. It hasn't been open that long, though, but,
right.
You know, of course, single barrels will vary anyway, but we just wanted to put that out there.
Just so you know.
The more you do. Another kind of maybe outlier is the Big Ass Bourbon because of its age.
It's 4 months.
Yeah, 4 months. So
obviously, if you know me, my immediate instinct is to think that the Evan Williams is going to win, right?
Sure.
That's just me.
Sure.
Except when it comes to the proof. Like, I thought that, and then as I was looking at them, putting them up on the wall, I'm like, it's the lowest proof out of all of these. Will that make a difference? I think it will at this point. I'm curious about this Medley Brothers at 102 proof. I'm pretty excited to get into this, Chad.
All right, well, let's do it. Bourbon A.
Toasty.
Oh, that's rich smelling. What is that? Like a tea? It's kind of like a honey tea.
A rich toasty tea.
Kind of sweet smelling, and that like I said, honey tea type of. Smells like it's gonna taste really good. I don't know.
It's like honey toasted almonds or something. I don't know.
I can get behind that. All right, let's see.
Dare I say nutty? But it's also got a sweetness, a little syrup.
I wasn't honing in on the nuttiness. I was this overpowering sweetness of honey.
It is very
like almost like it's artificially flavored, like so strong of a honey flavor. A quick little spice with heat, and then instantly goes away. The finish is already done. But it does also on the finish have those tea flavors, I think. Really quick.
I am getting some nuttiness, but it's kind of like stale. It's like stale almonds. And then I definitely get that it's like a warm, like when you heat honey up in the microwave and it just becomes liquid, but if it were a little artificial, like it's not your local honey.
But it does kind of have the qualities of like a cocktail, as like a hot toddy.
It is kind of cocktailish.
Yeah, this is a hot toddy flavor going on here, I believe. Eucalyptus?
It does have like it's like very fragrant and bright and herbal.
It has the essence of
like
herbal.
It would clear your clear your sinuses or something. Eucalyptus, that's so strange and so spot on.
When I gets it right, sometimes I gets it right. I don't know.
Rarely. I am getting like some earthy herbal on the taste as well.
This one I am getting some char and some barrel. I don't know if that's just because A had no char or barrel.
Right.
But
of all the sweetness.
Yeah, coming off
totally herbal.
Yeah, coming off of A anyway, this is like completely different.
So different.
I've got to go in for a second here. Okay, now more acclimated to it. I feel like it's got some more spice.
It is that.
It's more front of the tongue.
It is front of the tongue. It is a little spicier. I'm still just getting like overwhelming herbal.
A little bit of cinnamon is what that spice is.
A little. It's like slightly, ever so slightly like medicinal.
On the finish, a little bit of licorice.
That's what I was going to say, which is usually kind of what leads me down that like medicine
bad path.
No, it's not a bad path.
Well, you hate licorice.
I do hate licorice. So for me, it's not a great path.
Yeah, it's leaving kind of a weird finish in the mouth. I'll say that.
Weird mouth finish.
I'll say that much. Now we're to like some fruit.
Like a lot of fruit and
a little bit of mustiness.
Like freshly cut lumber, like when you go to the back of like Home Depot.
That's a better description, yeah.
Mixed with fruit.
So someone back there in the lumber department of Home Depot is wearing some fruity perfume.
That is extra woody. Is that what you were going to say?
I was going to say nutty.
Go for it.
Nutty.
I mean, it is.
I mean, not crazy nutty. It's rolling into more of a wood. That initial taste, I was like, oh, we have a nutty one.
Mm-hmm. I just get so much, again, the freshly cut, like, wood.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You just chainsawed a tree and you got some sawdust in your mouth.
Yeah, very sawdust.
Not to comment on the consistency. It's not like consistency of sawdust, but
that's how fresh.
Yeah.
That's like all I'm getting though. I kind of see your nuttiness.
I will see your nuttiness and raise you a pine tree.
Yeah, so much oak.
Of the 3 so far, wow, what a tongue tingle on the back end. That second sip. Really kind of a tongue dance.
I will say I find it to be a little bit one note, but I like the note.
I like the note.
And it definitely gives you the tongue tingle, and it's a nice note.
Seems to be maybe a little higher proof than the others.
I think
question
it might
mark? Be. Or for you all, that'd be question mark. A light syrup.
This one's super mild. I'm having a hard time getting much of a nose, other than that like slight sweetness.
Honey again-ish, unless this first Bourbonnais just completely put that in my mind for the rest of these.
Faintest nose equals lowest proof? Question mark?
Question mark again. Let's see if it tastes the lowest proof. Okay, possibly another nutty.
A little.
A dry nut.
Almost
almond.
Walking there.
Almond. A dry nut.
Oh, there it is.
Talking to me all wrong.
It's pretty chill.
It is pretty chill, but
I like it.
what it's putting down.
Yeah, very relaxed, very just taking it easy. It's here. It's a bourbon.
It's non-threatening.
Non-threatening.
You can take it home to mom. Nutty, woody, earthy. Nice finish, not super long.
Yeah.
Again, I think that might be because it's maybe a little lower proof.
So while I think it is more mild and subdued, I do think it has like a little bit more, like we were saying one of them earlier, I think it was B, was one note.
I think that was C.
We were saying that C was one note.
Yeah.
And I think that this one, while being more subdued, has more like complexity.
A little more complex.
It's just harder. It's a little harder to find just because of the proof, I think.
Yeah.
I do think that this is the Evan Williams, but
I kind of do too, but we're usually wrong. Or we get it right in the second round.
But it's fun to guess. It's like in Whose Line Is It Anyways? What is it? The game's made up and the points don't matter.
Points don't matter. The guesses don't matter either. That's right.
They don't matter.
All right, well, we've gone through once. We're going to give our palate a little break. We're going to come back. We're going to go through the second time because everything changes usually second time around. Then we're going to pick our favorites, 1 through 4. Okay, so we've gone through once, like we said. We're getting ready to go through a second time, see what's what. It means we're going to have to go back to this super interesting A. I wonder how it's going to fare now having had 3 bourbons between it. So we'll see. Bourbonnais, second time around. What an interesting nose. Again, now I'm getting like...
This does... Go ahead.
I was just going to say, when I cook my oatmeal, in the microwave, that... well, it's banana nut, but this is more like a brown sugar cinnamon.
Yes, that
oatmeal.
Like syrupy oatmeal kind of.
Oh, without a doubt, that's what the smell is.
That's where I'm seeing, like, before I think you said something about it being a little artificial.
Yeah.
Like that artificial honey and almost coming off like a finished or flavored. I'm 100% on the same page as you.
I like it when we're on the same page. That's good. Okay.
I would call this brown sugar cinnamon oatmeal bourbon.
Yes.
From the nose.
That sounds pretty good, just by saying it.
Sounds good, but...
It's going for the taste.
If you're looking for the brown sugar cinnamon oatmeal bourbon, I think this is it. If you're looking for a bourbon that does not taste that way...
If you're looking for a bourbon that doesn't taste like a flavored whiskey, this isn't your bourbon.
But let me say, if it were a flavored whiskey, I would
totally buy it.
It's on the better end of them.
Yeah. I would totally buy if you said this is a honey flavored whiskey. Be like, yep, it sure is.
Still herbal.
Oh, there it is. There's that herbal essence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a huge nose. It's pretty tame.
Pretty tame.
All right.
Slightly more licorice now.
I am
on the finish, especially.
could you akin that to like sort of an artificial-ish kind of taste?
Like, again, like how kind of like grape cough syrup or whatever. Just cough syrup in general. Not grape necessarily.
No, grape.
Grape?
I can get the grape.
Hey, it's supposed to be grape, but it's not.
Right, because it's artificial. Well, here's my kind of analogy, and this is gonna sound like I just hate it. I don't, but this is what comes to my mind, so I gotta get it out there in the world. You spray hairspray, and you smell it, and you're like, if I were to open my mouth and let it fall on my tongue, that's what it would taste like. It has like this...
Like fruit spray. Like an elf. Fruit spray.
Yeah,
and
fruit
he's
spray.
like, yeah.
like an elf, yeah. I mean, it's fine, but it's also kind of tame, pretty timid.
Pretty timid.
Definitely one note. I think we said that about B and C now.
Yeah. I'm still getting the wood. I'm still getting the fruit.
Yeah.
Less overall melon now, to me, some cantaloupe, but I kind of see the banana that you were talking about before in the first round.
What are you calling cantaloupe, Melonhead?
What?
Saved by the Bell reference. Screech, you cantaloupe. Who you calling cantaloupe, Melonhead? No, nothing? Didn't watch Saved by the Bell? Okay, just me.
I mean, I've seen a few episodes, but I can't recall quotes. You're showing your age.
So was one of these bourbons. Anyway. I don't know. I get different stuff when I go like, and just like super inhale.
Maybe you shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
I feel like you're going to pass out.
Probably shouldn't do that. But like a normal inspection, I really feel like it's like a wilderness. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a line on this bourbon. It's like a wilderness candle that's been lit. Still like melon, some spice, but I can't really drill down to what type of... It's like
a little nutmeggy.
A little winter minty, honestly.
Maybe, yeah. Okay.
Kind of a dull,
kind of a minty,
not too in your face winter mint.
And then the wood.
And the wood. How much wood could this bourbon wood if a bourbon could? Wood. It's kind of campfire-y.
Yeah, it reminds me of fall.
Yeah.
But I like it. Still so
very mild.
Yeah. I can barely get anything, especially coming off of C, where it was so powerful.
This is definitely the least nosy of them all.
Yes.
Just going for the taste.
I really like the flavor. I would like it like 10 proof points up.
Sure, but this might be a really good flight for, if this is the lower proof one, might be a really good flight for it to be in, because like you said on round one, it does taste like it has more notes, more complexity, but it's just, turned down because of what we're guessing is the proof.
Yes.
But it's doing well against these other like kind of a little bit more out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Bourbons. Interesting. Okay, well.
I think we know what time it is, Chad.
We know what time it is. So we're going to A/B test these back and forth, taste some ones that we haven't had back to back, see how that affects it. We're going to make our order, and then we'll be back right after this. And we're back, and it's results time. Roll the graphic. There's the graphic. Okay, so we have decided, and
we have spoken.
Sarah, I put A in last.
I also put A in last place.
I was kind of thinking you might. All right, so let's see what A was. In last place for both of us, last place is Big Ass Bourbon. So we were right in the old prediction.
Yeah, we were.
Like you said,
it's 4
points
months.
are made up and they don't matter.
Right.
Okay. In third place, second to last, I put Bourbon B.
I also put Bourbon B.
Okay. 2 for 2 here.
Shall we?
We shall. In third place for both of us, it is Ancient Age 90.
I didn't really see that coming.
No, because
I thought it would have been up higher.
If we rewind 3 years ago almost, when we did the 50 bourbons under $25.
We'll get there.
I feel like that went forward for at least you, maybe both of us. No, sorry, it was actually Ancient Age 80 that went forward for you. Interesting.
Very interesting. I mean, it just goes to show you how much 3 years can change, too.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so now it looks like this is where we differ.
Yeah, and so the thing is that I thought I knew what these two were.
You know nothing.
And I still ranked them the way that I did. My prediction was that C was Medley Brothers because of the proof, and D is Evan Williams Single Barrel, which I really, really enjoyed, but I couldn't deny that I was looking for more proof. And I found it in C, and I put that first.
Wow.
Which means I would put my beloved Evan Williams second. God forbid.
Let's see if our predictions are right. So we're going to go, I put D in first place.
Okay.
Which means I put C in second.
Okay.
Let's go with your first place, my second place, Bourbon C.
All right.
Is...
Medley Brothers.
Medley Brothers. Okay. So we were right. We were right. This entire flight, which doesn't happen very often.
Doesn't?
Yeah, so Evan Williams Single Barrel is my first place.
Very close.
Sarah's second place.
Pained me to put it there. I love all the flavors that are going on. I'm just at the point in my bourbon journey where I crave something with a little more kick to it. And this at a higher proof would be great, I think.
Oh, agreed. I mean, we had that in our last flight with Evan Williams Bottled and Bond, 100 proof. For me, it was kind of the opposite. I recognized that it was a lower proof, but I was more honed into the flavors and the complexity that it was bringing, even at that lower proof. Just like you, I wish it was turned up.
Yeah.
But I thought the complexity that it was bringing outweighed even the proof of the 102 proof of the Medley Brothers.
I still liked the flavors that were going on in the Medley Brothers, like that extreme oak and that like fruit, the melon and things, and the mint. It was really good. I don't know. I felt like I was getting more, but they weren't as balanced as D. It was very tough for me to weigh this one out.
Close call for you.
But that's how it fell.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
There you go. Well, there you go. Well, that'll do it. So just want to say, if this is your first time to the channel, first of all, welcome. If you're returning, welcome again. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, you could please do so. You give us a thumbs up if you feel like we earned it. Helps this video get seen. You can also, we already said subscribe, but you can hit that bell even if you want and get bell notifications. Want to also let you know about our home on the internet for everything that we have to offer merch-wise. It's whiskyambitions.com. Glencairn's rocks glasses, t-shirts, and
this lovely water glass.
Water glass, pint glasses, and more always coming. Whiskyambitions.com.
You can become a patron. It's patreon.com/itsbourbonnight and join in our community and conversation. We also have an Amazon influencer page. That's amazon.com/shop/itsbourbonnight. You can get everything you need to do your own flight guide, including these Tribeca glasses on there. Where else can they find us, Chad?
Well, you can find us at It's Bourbon Night on all the social medias. I would say Instagram probably the most, but wherever you like. You can also contact us if you like at It's bourbonnight@gmail.com. That's how email addresses work.
That is it.
Okay, cool. Well, on to the next, right?
Yes.
On to the next.
We have a few.
We do have a few, 21 to be exact. All right, that'll do it. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Okay. And until next time, drink more bourbon. There she is.
This big girl can say hi to the camera. That's rude.